Hello everyone, Mr. Happy Zap here with an update on my humble abode build. I've been a pretty busy guy and lots to do here when you're doing things yourself, and I am at the point here where that's great English, isn't it? I have installed my kitchen cabinets and I'm ready to have the actual countertops installed, which will be in a short period of time. Now, I had these cabinets custom built for my unique situation because, as you know, I brought the peninsula sink. I wanted to have it naturally vented, so I literally we offset this peninsula cabinet 6 inches off the cabinetry that goes against the wall, so I could allow for my plumbing and whatnot, everything to go inside nicely. So something that if you're ever doing a custom build, you might consider that, but you'd have to, probably if you were to get buy an IKEA kitchen and whatnot, you'd probably be able to do the same thing, but then you'd have this problem over here where we had to specially build this corner cabinet, and I purchased these kidney-shaped pullouts with soft close on them, and once again, I could have spent really big money on the ones that they literally pull out this way, and then you swing it over, and then the other one slides over, but they're very pricey, and these here I think will do the job just fine. Once again, like they're soft close, but I put the soft close mechanism on them, and that's why I have an upper and a lower. So, and they're supposed to hold plenty of weight, which will be good. And as you can see here, we had to build this out. So once again, it's a custom, so we had to put the veneer on this to be able to accept that, to hide. Actually, the veneer extended back into here, so it gave us enough play back and forth depending where we needed to put it, and it looks pretty fine. Now, of course, I have upper cabinets, and because I have full 8-foot ceilings, actually from the floor to the actual here is 100.5, so these here are 42-inch cabinets. The uppers flip up, and they have soft close hinges, plus I still have to put the hardware in to keep it held up when you're up there getting stuff. And once again, like I said, those are 42 inches, which leaves me with the countertop and my valance. I should have about 20 inches in between there, which is a good space in between there. Of course, I have my fridge cabinet, and I did everything, so I bought a counter depth refrigerator, as you can see here, so it wouldn't stick out much past the actual countertop, and so we built that. And this is nicely built, and we have on the other side here, of course, it's a piece of veneered particle board on that side there. So, and then down inside here, I have three L brackets to hold this in place. Now, I still have to get an L bracket up in behind, and there's a space there. I have to get up in behind there, because what I did is I put gusseting across, all along the walls, so that when I screwed my cabinets in place, I had something solid to screw in, instead of depending on trying to find the studs. I had those in behind there, so I didn't have to do any guesswork. Of course, I took lots of pictures, put the measurements on it from the ceiling, floor, where they are, center and whatnot, so I wouldn't miss them. And even doing that, a couple I missed, going, where are they? So anyway, so that there, and that's where the custom cabinetry comes in. I'm not saying that you couldn't buy them, like an IKEA and whatnot, and still be able to do something like that there, but keeping in mind this way, it naturally, instead of having those gurgly things to vent the sink, I wanted naturally vented, so therefore, and I'm also going to have a 10-inch overhang here, so that you can put, kind of like a breakfast nook. Now, the other thing I had to do is, because I'm putting in this big Wheatland sink, which I picked up on picked up for a pretty good deal. So what I had to do is I literally had to reinforce this 36-inch cabinet all the way around, and you can see it. I'll come around here and reinforce it here, and so it's as level as possible, because that is what they call a what do they call that, rim sink or something, where it just sits down. It doesn't get clamped down. The weight that is heavy. So just the weight of it holds it in place. So when I get it up in here, put a bead of silicone all the way around the countertop and just let it sink in. And the weight of the sink, that thing is not going to move. So like I said, I had to do a bunch of reinforcing. And then over here I have a second sink, and this is my dishwasher. Okay, and so this is a 32-inch sink, as well as that one there, 32, 33. So this will be my dishwashing station. That over there is my food prep. As you can see, refrigerator, food comes out, gets prepped, comes over to where the stove is going to be. I have a nice fan I put in here. I have at my friend Donnie's Welding. She's cutting the shroud, what do you want to call it, on an angle. So when I put it up there, it'll be nice and nicely, and finishes it right off. Now I was going to put some crown molding around the crop here, but now that it's up, I really don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to have lighting in these cabinets up here. There's going to be lighting. I'll show you that one day whenever I get that done. Of course, I'll have under cabinet lighting all the way around. And I'm thinking about doing some funky stuff here, and maybe put some, toe kick lighting in or whatever. I don't know. I have a wired for it, so I have that option. Those lights and the toe kick lighting would come on at the same time, and then kind of like a night light, and then here under counter lighting, that'd be your working lights. So the countertop is hopefully coming tomorrow, and everything will be, well, my holes will be cut out, so I just have to pound in the sinks. Once again, I have my plumbing up here. I brought up just straight PEX up, and there's the drain. Excuse me. So I have that all ready to hook up the sinks. Of course, over here, all I have to do is get the cut off the half-inch copper adapters, put my fittings on for the bells, and then hook the sink up. So that's just a quick update. Now, what I also did is I put in this cabinet here will be housing my mix master, or whatever, and it is what they call what do they call this thing? They call it an appliance lift. So it just lifts up, and then it almost becomes another working shelf if you want. It holds up to 30 pounds. Well, each one of these I think holds up to 30 pounds, maybe both of them together. So I still have to, still have to make the actual top for it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to have anything left. I'll probably have left over when they cut out the sinks. Might have left over and build it up and then put it on here so it matches the countertop. I don't know yet, but it's it's pretty slick, and it just sits in there, and it allows you to bring your appliance up, whether it's a mix master or a meat cutter, bread cutter, whatever you want to put in there. And then down below here, I'm going to put one of those wire slide out shelves to hold the whatever accessories. Over here, I've got one of these fancy rubber shelf. Where's the box on that? Anyway, it holds your pots and pans. So I'm starting off with one side, and it'll allow me, if I want to, I can, instead of opening the door up and bringing it out, I can literally hook it onto the, actually bolt it onto the door and use it as a pull-out. And if I've got it set up, I want to do the same thing on the other side here. I am putting in get my finger out of the way. I'm putting in on this side, putting in one of these waste bucket scenarios. So for recycling, well, basically recycling waste. And then I have to still figure out what I want to do over here for my your waste from peels, peelings and whatnot, so you can compost them. So I'm still trying to figure out what to do with that bucketing scenario. I don't know if I'm going to put something in here, put it over here. It all depends on how everything opens up and whatnot. Maybe over here I can do the same thing, have it on a put it on a slide out. So I have to find the right size, and but like I said, I'll keep you updated on what I've done there. Now I've gone with soft close slides, either soft open and soft close. So they, as you can see here, they do that. So clearly they do that. So sometimes it's well worth spending the extra money, so that the conveniences, as they say. Of course, the my doors are. I already got my salad spinner up there, brand new salad spinner. There we go. Salad from the garden, or lettuce from the garden, and nice soft closed doors. So still have to line things up, because they're just put them in, take those fancy hinges, you can line them up, do this in and out, up and down. So it should be lots of fun. Now I'm going to be doing something funky for the lighting over the sink. I kind of screwed up with my box locations. I should have had them back another 6 to 8 inches, but and this one here should have been up there. So I'm gonna have to build something. It's kind of funky, but I've already got parts ordered for that. So once again, you'll see that. There's my fan. I got really good deal on that. Got that at the Restore. It's a Hunter fan. Those are probably the top of the line fans. I got a smoking deal on that. Same in my bedroom. I got a Hunter. They're quiet. They're efficient. So I maybe got a bit larger one for this room, because lo and behold, I just measured my ceiling. I didn't realize. I thought I only had 9 foot to the center, but I got 10 feet. So that was a bit of a surprise for me. Anyway, thought I'd give you that bit of an update. And this here fan, just so you know, it's honking. I'll turn it on for you. It's maximum 650 CFM, so that's kind of at full tilt. And let me tell you, you can feel the air coming through the windows. You can really feel it pulling. This fan here, it has a sensor that when it sees 158 degrees, it'll automatically come on to second speed to vent. The only thing it doesn't have, which newer fans do, is it doesn't hold its memory. So you can start it at, let's say you've always had it at, I don't know, third speed or whatever, and that's where you normally use it, or second speed, because this is only a 4-speed. It's not a 5 or 6 speed. You have to manually go up and down with it. And, it's got some. Those are halogen lights. I guess whenever they burn out, it won't be much of a problem replacing these with LEDs if I ever have to do that, or I'll just find halogen bulbs. But so I should have lots of light over the sink. Once you get the under counter lighting in, should have plenty of light in here, and with all the pot lights and everything I have in the ceiling, I should have lots of light. Okay, other than that, everyone keep a cool tool, have a great day, keep enjoying the summer. Bye for now.